Championship earlier this month in Des Moines, Iowa.
He was also the indoor champion and having a very dominant season. A lot of questions as to whether he's even going to be back for his senior season in Florida. I'm sure the question of whether he makes this team or not will go a long way in determining that, Tom.
Well, he won his heat 45.41 here in Eugene, and he won his first U.S. championship on this track last year, beating Jeremy Warner to win the U.S. title.
44.58 makes him fourth fastest in the world for 2012.
And here are the lane assignments. Calvin Smith is in lane 1. Actually, lane 2 now. Boas has been scratched, so lane 2 will be open. McQuay is in lane 5.
And you see Gil Roberts in 8. I expect him to go out really hard, and that will help the young man on your screen, McQuay, who tends to run very evenly for 400, pretty even splits. I can tell you that Gil Roberts being out in lane 8, who goes out hard anyway, there he is.
All-American at Texas Tech.
Being in lane 8 and not being able to see the 6 guys behind him will force him out really quickly.
And the light rain falling here as they get ready for this semifinal. Gil Roberts on the outside of that Texas Tech singlet. And Tony McQuay wearing his Florida Gators blue and orange.
What a fantastic job Mike Holloway down there at the University of Florida has done, bringing along this young man slowly but surely. This has been a fantastic year for him, as we said, dominating the collegiate ranks. But he continues to improve. A lot of collegiate guys get stalled. He has not, and now is running world-class times, and is one of the favorites to make this American Olympic team.
Trying to defend his U.S. championship. And the gun sounds with the top 4 finishers in this semifinal. Moving on to the final event to be held on Sunday. And McQuay's off to a good start, so is Gil Roberts.
Well, no surprise, Gil Roberts to the left of your picture has gone out very, very well. McQuay there in the blue with the headband. As we said, he runs very even. He'll start to make his move on this third 100 meters.
So coming to the top of the home straightaway are Roberts and McQuay, Mansfuse, and the top 4 will go to the finals. And McQuay now takes command of the race. It's McQuay in front. He's going to ease up as he comes to the line to win it, with Josh Mance in second place. And McQuay looking good in his semifinal. Gary was in third and Verberg fourth. Those are the top 4 that move ahead to Sunday's 400-meter final.
And this is his third sub-45 of the year. He just has such good form, such good technique coming home. See those hands coming up to eye level? That's what you want from a quarter miler, and that gets him to the win and into the Olympic trials final.
So cruising to the finish line to win his semifinal heat is Tony McQuay. He'll head on to Sunday's final along with Mance, Garay, and Verberg. And LaShawn Merritt is in lane 6. And in lane 7, Bryson Mellum, 23 years old. What a star-crossed life he has had. A freshman at USC. He had a hamstring injury. That was in 2008. And then was struck with a shotgun blast in a random shooting in the fall of 2008, hit in both legs. In fact, the doctors waited until last summer to remove the final fragments from his legs. He didn't resume running until 2010, so patience has paid off for him. Here he is in the Olympic trials.
And Tom, he likes this track in no small part because he won the Pac-12 title here in late May. So Mellum will be in 7. Just behind him, the reigning Olympic champ, LaShawn Merritt. Top 4 into the final Sunday.
this semifinal. Again, it's the top four and an even start.
And because of his lane draw, I think that LaShawn Merritt, who is third from the left of your picture, will be content to just go out at his own pace and not worry about any moves being made behind him. He has a lot of faith in his finish.
And Warner picking it up a little bit here.
Warner making that move in that third 100. But the question for Jeremy Warner in the orange is, what does he have to go home with? But he is separated and in a good position now.
Here's the home straightaway, and Merritt takes command of the race. Warner is in there in second place. It's also Mitchell and Mellum, but LaShawn Merritt will win it. Looks like Mellum might have gotten the second spot. Remember, the top four moved to Sunday's final, so LaShawn Merritt wins it in 44.78. Bryson Mellum did get second place. He'll move ahead to Sunday's final.
Tom, that's really interesting. A guy with the experience of Jeremy Warner, he backed off in the last 50 and probably cost himself a preferred lane. There's Warner on the inside in the orange. He comes off even with LaShawn Merritt on the outside, and now I expected him to kind of hold there and finish in second, get a preferred lane. He's not able to hold. He starts looking up at the board and finishes in fourth place. So he will now be in either lane 1 or in lane 8. So Jeremy Warner making his task to qualify for his third Olympic team. A lot tougher with that bit of indiscipline in the last 50.
But LaShawn Merritt looked good as he handled this field. 44.78. Mellum second, Mitchell third. Warner does advance by finishing fourth.